Hi guys, so today I'm doing a tarot reading for the sign of Aries. I've pre-shuffled the cards so you guys don't have to wait for me to do that, and everything's all set. We're going to look at the cards together and see what's going on with you. Now the first position I'm going to look at, and there's two cards here, it's always two cards, is the past. I call this the position of the back. It's things that are in the recent past as well as like lingering circumstances. So let's take a look. I have the Six of Pentacles with the cat. This is very cautious money spending. We are spending money, but this is like being very cautious, very careful, and I think that we're probably just basically paying our bills here. Like the things we need to pay is what we're paying. The Six of Pentacles a lot of times is bills, like things that get paid routinely, like rent and stuff like that. Yeah, just like a very close what do you call it? A tight control over your money, and just keeping. Let's do a card and see what else comes out actually before I say too much. Anything else about this position in the recent past? Anything else about the Six of Pentacles here for my Aries? Anything? Oh, okay. The Cup. Okay. So there might be other people involved, or essentially the cup is emotional fulfillment. So whether this means that there's spending money happening, this is either talking about fulfilling ourselves, filling our cup, or filling the cup of somebody else. Could even be at the same time, right? Like let's say we go out and we buy the drinks. Well, this would be us buying the drinks. We're not doing that because we're being way more careful with our money than we normally are. Let's look at the next couple cards. The Mask, Scorpio, and Gemini. Yep. You have bared the brunt of the costs for a while. You know, in the past, you've bared the brunt for the costs. That's this. The Scorpio is kind of like the sting. In this case, I think it's to your wallet because we're talking about just the mask is stuff. It's objects. It's like you are the one who ended up having to pay and procure the objects. And I think a lot of times, like, even when you're hanging out with friends and stuff, you end up paying here. This is hanging out with friends, Gemini. And then these two are, this is the sting of it, right? And this is the objects and the stuff. So I'm just getting that you are the person who is the provider, who provides the stuff, and ends up paying, coming up with the resources for it. I think you're much more careful at the moment. Let's keep going because I don't want to get stuck in the past. All right. So let's move on to the present. What do I want to look at first? I want to look at your feelings first. Let's see how you guys are feeling. This is the position of the heart. Let's take a look. I have the Knight of Pentacles with Jupiter. Okay, wow. We're feeling like we're really good at stability. And this is also what we want, okay? We're feeling like we would really like to focus on stability. That is the Knight of Pentacles. Like making sure that we're provided for and that everything, there's no Two of Pentacles action. Like there's no financial instability, there's nothing missing in the house, there's no lack of money, there's no point where you're waiting for a paycheck. This is not living paycheck to paycheck. That's what we would like to have here, is to not live paycheck to paycheck. Jupiter, by the way, is expansion. It's just more of. So this is saying is we would like more stability than perhaps we've had in the past. All right, let's keep going. Now, let's look, since we're still still inside, let's look at your thoughts at the moment. That is the position of the head. That's what this tells me. So let's see. I have the Emperor with the number 8. Wow. That is similar energy to the Knight of Pentacles, to be honest with you. This is like, because the 8 is protective. The 8 is creating a wall, a protective wall. Not a wall to just like keep people out, but to protect. The 8 is enough abundance that we don't have to worry, we are protected. And then the Emperor here is success, it is glory, it is victory. So in this case, our strategy here is, well, the way that we can be, the way that I'm going to be, to have stability, is to be the person to provide stability, okay? The Emperor, this is kind of your strategy, is to embody the Emperor here. Because I'm going to be the Emperor. I'm going to be careful with my money. I'm going to be protective with my resources, and that's what's going to lead me to greater stability. All right. Okay, so 2 more positions, and then I'm going to pull advice for you guys. So let's stay in the present because I'm going to leave the future for last. And let's look at your actions at the current moment. This is how you are dealing with people and circumstances directly. Let's see. Wow, 6 of Wands. So much victory, so much success. That is literally 6 of Wands, is being successful at the thing that you tried to do. Be successful with your actions. Being successful with your actions. But with the bed here, it's like you don't even have to do much to be successful. All you have to do is not spend money. Is not be the person who like buys drinks for everybody, who pays, who fronts the bill for all your friends. That's all you literally need to do to be victorious is chill and not do those things. And that's what you're doing. It's all part of your strategy. I don't need to pull any clarifiers, so I'm going to go move on here. So the last position is finally the future. What's about to happen to you? Let's take a look. I have the Knight. That's definitely a Knight of Swords with the number 4. I don't like this at all. The Knight of Swords is a lot of thought and mental energy, and the 4 is a lot of not going anywhere. It's a lot of sitting still. It's a lot of rest. But actually, no, the number 4 is also the number of stability. It's also the most stable shape is the square, right? A chair, 4 sides. So yeah, this is really about just having a lot of thoughts running around, again, stability. How to keep things from falling apart, how to make it so we don't have to keep moving from one apartment to another, to just have to, so our circumstances don't keep changing. That is stability. And that's where our thoughts are moving towards. I feel like our thoughts are already there. But let's pull a card on this. Like, I don't see how this is different than where you currently are at, because if you're doing all these things for your stability, obviously you're thinking about stability. Tell me about the Knight of Swords here at the number 4. The number 4 could also be a literal location, like 4 walls and a roof. Like, maybe you're thinking about a new home, a place, shelter, that kind of thing. Okay. Anything else? A card came out, I'll show you what it is in a second. I won't hold it. Anything else here about this? The Knight of Swords with the 4. Anything else about the future? This is short-term future. This isn't like your whole life. Anything else about this 4, the Knight of Swords? Okay. The Princess and Saturn. So there's this is growth. It is learning to be responsible. It's kind of like growing up. Honestly, this is growing up. You're being forced to grow up, which is all part of this shifting your mental focus towards like, how do I make my life stable? How do I keep things stable? And this is literally growing up. The princess is young. Saturn is the father, the teacher of lessons. This is lessons that force you to mature. Ugh. But hey, I think you guys are being really successful, regardless of the fact that, it is Saturn. I think you guys you're doing really well. Let's pull advice. Alright, so the way I do advice, guys, is I always pull tarot cards, 1 or however many come out tarot cards, and 1 or however many come out oracle cards. And this doesn't have to be about the last reading. This can be just standalone advice, what you guys should be doing, focusing on, best strategies, etc. So, all of that, best... what should my Aries signs be focused on? Best strategies. Give me advice for my Aries. Advice for my Aries signs, please. Any advice for my Aries signs? Okay, 2 cards came out. They flipped. I usually do honor that. So I have the Hermit upside down with the 7 of Pentacles upside down. Wow. It's like, did I invest, did I do the wrong thing? Like, am I putting my effort into the wrong thing? Like, what do I want to put my effort into? What do I want? Like, I think where you're at is like, you're trying to get stability, but you want to make sure that the stability you create isn't going to be the sort of thing that is going to be dismantled. So, the 7 of Pentacles, maybe in the past, it's like the things you have slowly... 7 of Pentacles is slow building over time. The things you have slowly built over time, maybe they wore off, maybe they collapsed, But we don't want that anymore. We want to build something that has that lasting stability. If we're going to put our time and effort into the construction of something, we actually want it to last and not just fall apart. That's this. And I think that might be some past energy here where we've constructed has perhaps fallen apart because we didn't pick correctly in terms of the things we wanted to construct. We picked things that would never perhaps be stable, no matter how much effort we put in. So now we're really taking the time to analyze, that's the Hermit, what to build, so it's not another it's not another faulty foundation, essentially. Let me do another oracle card. A lot of pentacles for you guys, a lot of pentacles. Which are, by the way, just earth, finances, objects, worldly goods, all that good stuff. Not really. Let me just finish I'm not going to take that. Anything else? Anything else for my oracle cards here? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, something flipped over. We have 3 cards that flipped over. Wow, the King again. You have the Emperor and now the King. So yeah, very similar energies there. That is success, glory. You guys are on top of your game. Like, you're getting on top of your game. This whole maturing thing is putting you on top of your game. But it is through Capricorn. Long-term endurance. Long-term endurance, hard work, all that stuff. And the Cave, which is like going deep into it. Going real deep into it. You have to. In order to get what you want, you really have to go deep. You have to go deep. You have to go long-term. But you are going to be successful. That's the message here. And I think there is also a component of that where you do need to figure out what you want to construct, so it's not like previous things you've constructed. You do need to decide what is really worth this long-term investment here. All right, guys, that's going to be it for you. I hope you guys liked that reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please press the like button for me. That really helps me out. And regardless, thank you guys so much for taking an interest in these videos. I really appreciate it. See you next time. Take care.